Alright, well, I just tore down this side and this side, just so you know. There's a ton of metal on a flywheel, there's a ton of metal on a stator and on the magnet, and I don't know if you can see that or not. See all those gouges and stuff in there? Yeah, I just checked the main caps for the cams, and they have metal in them also. This one is probably the worst one, although this one isn't any better. So, this motor's junk. I'll probably use what's left of it for parts in case I need them. This would have been a nice motor to have, only because it's a little bit newer, but I guess the other one, I know the other one runs. I didn't know what the deal was with this one. I bought this one from somebody who was selling it on Craigslist. He was selling this and the bike. I don't think he knew what he was doing either. He bought it from someone else who told him all it needed was a idler gear for the Kickstarter. That gear is missing right there. Well, the more I looked into it, the more I found that this motor is no good, because it's not just that. If I swapped that out of the other motor, they would have. I'm pretty sure that this bike wouldn't have ran, because there's metal everywhere. I didn't find any metal really up top per se, but that right there, the main caps have got metal in them. It's just a mess. So before I put the time and effort into it, see that one spot right there? That right there caused the meltdown, or it could have been that. Either way, this motor's junk, and you're gonna see me do a whole lot of work to this motor. It was actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to tear it down, but I'm going to pull it out of this four-wheeler. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to repaint it same color as the other one. Hopefully it'll come out as good. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to probably interchange into this. I got a DZ exhaust for this. I like these tires. They got more tread than that one, but we'll see. It'll be a nice project. I already swapped that out, so that's the only thing I needed for this one in order to move. So we'll know how good the clutch is on this. This one did have oil in it. It did have coolant in it. You kickstart it once and it did run really good. So we'll find out how well this runs. And it's off to eBay or Craigslist. Alright, well, welcome back. As you can see, there is no longer a motor in there. The reason being is because I stripped this motor, I took this motor out, and I put what I needed to have put into it from the junk motor that I showed you before. What I did was I cleaned it up, degreased it, and there it is. It's I guess it's like the paint's a cast iron. It's called cast iron. It's an engine paint, ceramic coated. Well, not ceramic coated. It's got ceramics in it. I was gonna paint it with just a nice pretty color with an enamel on it, but I didn't know. I wasn't sure if this engine would get hot enough where it would peel or anything like that. I don't do a lot of big painting like this, so I'm not exactly sure. But I think it came out pretty nice. I put about 3 or 4 coats of that paint on there. It's not as pretty as the paint on this, but I don't honestly know. where to get that type of paint. Probably at the dirt bike store or whatever, motorcycle store, but I think this one came out just as good. Put some little light on there. It's a lot darker. It's a lot not as shiny, but it still came out good, I think. But obviously taped the wires up and everything, so I wouldn't have. Now I scraped it down using like a scrub pad or whatever, like 3M scuff pads. It's a little dull, but I don't know, it's a lot better than what it looked like. It's nasty. That black is all dirty. Like, didn't look. If we're gonna take it apart, and might as well paint it, right? So it looks, it's coming along. I don't know what. Like I said, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to use these rims with these tires, which I'm probably going to do because they're aluminum and they can polish up real nice. They're a little damaged, but still. But I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not sure. This is a satin black on here. It looks alright. I have some enamel paint that I can put on there and make it shiny. I'm not really feeling the white rims though. I don't know. They just don't. I never liked white, but I don't want to spray paint them black. I don't have to be too much black and a green swing arm, but you're not going to see most of it anyway. It's going to be covered underneath the plastics, which, by the way, the plastics, when I bought this, whoever owned this before me and before the other person thought it would be a smart idea to shave the plastics. That looks ugly. I do have another set of plastics here, the red ones, but they're red, obviously. They're not they're pretty in worse condition than these are regardless, but I mean, a little cleaning, painting, they might actually be better. From red to green's a big job, I would think. I mean, regardless, if you primer them anyways, it looked better, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the other fender and make do with what I got, see how it works out. So after the paint dries on my motor, probably do a little scuffing down on it, get you know, where the Kawasaki logo would be on the side of the motor. I'll probably make that black on the dual overhead. Either that or on the dual overhead part, I might just take a razor and scratch the paint off there so it'll look aluminum again like it did before, like on the other one. Like I said, I might paint this enamel gloss black instead of the satin. I don't know how many coats of paint there are on this, although if you look right there, it doesn't look like there's very much. So, and I'll throw a couple coats of clear on gloss black on that, and I'm gonna throw plastics on this one more time to see what I think. I don't think I'm gonna stay with the white. I'm probably just gonna go with the black and paint the hubs a different color. But we'll see. Either that or I'll just swap to those aluminum rims for now. I like those aluminum rims. I'll let you know. Alright. With those fins right there, I just took a razor to them and scuffed all the paint off, and I took their Scotch-Brite pads by 3M. I just scratched them off. A little scratch right on them. They're a little bit shiny. So, looks OEM. So you're gonna have to forgive me, there's not a lot of room in here. I have very limited space in here. There we go. Same thing. Razor. I didn't use scratch right on this one because it was shiny enough. You know, I did the fins. I don't know if you can see very well. Oh, some light on there. Yep. In case you're wondering, this is my workspace. There's not a lot of room in here. Try painting this and a space this big. It's not fun, but it's what I have. I make the most of it.